For a view on the street, our reporter David Nazar took a ride, in fact, with an Uber driver. And this was an investigative perspective, mind you. I know we've all taken one of these services, but wow, this guy's very upset.
You said it exactly. This driver is irate at Uber management and the company's business model. Uber was founded in 2009, branched out nationally in 2011. Now, of course, it's a multi-billion-dollar international company with millions of drivers, millions of passengers worldwide. However, it's some of the drivers who say they actually hate the company they work for. I'm out here on Wilshire Boulevard at the 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica. I don't have my car, and instead of taking a taxi, I chose to hire an Uber driver. And that looks like him there waving to me from his Toyota Prius. Cool.
How's it going, Dave?
Good. How are you, Tom?
What's your destination?
I need to get... For the record, my driver's name is not really Tom. He just wants to be called that because he does not want to disclose his real name. And that's because he's about to have a colossal vent session on why he despises Uber management, the company he chose to work for.
A lot of people think of this as a great opportunity. You know, a lot of the passengers talk about that when I give them rides. They say, oh, I think it's a great opportunity. You can work whenever you want. You can make a lot of money and so on. And to my view, it's more like you're saying that it's a great opportunity for sweatshop workers, because this job is a lot like working in a sweatshop, only you're in your car, because the wages are terrible for the amount of time that you put in.
Tom says that Uber used to pay its drivers good money, anywhere from $2 to $3 per mile. However, over the years, he claims Uber management has gotten really greedy and cheap. Tom says Uber currently pays its drivers about 90 cents a mile or less. Because of that, he explains that if he wants to earn any kind of livable wage, he has to drive a whopping 50 to 60 hours a week. And that's dangerous for his passengers because he's driving on fumes.
You're not really making much money when you consider the expenses on your car, the expenses for insurance, maintenance, gas, and all that. And the company does not provide any kind of benefits for you because they call you falsely an independent contractor. The State Labor Commission has ruled that that is not the case, that we are actually employees, and that's being appealed. But it's obvious who's calling the shots, and it's Uber.
Well, it's Uber's company. It just sounds fair.
There's a high turnover of drivers because of this, and they just hire thousands of more. So that's why we're organizing now. It's happening all across the country.
Tom says there are thousands of angry drivers like himself, and he says they're beginning to put the pedal to the metal in the hopes of unionizing one day. Tom believes if drivers are somehow able to mobilize and work together, forming a union could possibly happen, and then getting things like good car insurance, better wages, and benefits won't be so difficult.
We're not fully covered, so there are very high deductibles on the insurance that they do provide. There's high liability. They don't tell us up front that you can't take minors in the car without an adult accompanying them. So that's a huge liability as well. So this is kind of the new internet age of Walmart style of employment. Imagine this model used in other professions. So this is just another example of the billionaire class, and this is a billionaire company, $2 billion a year it's claimed, and $46 billion net worth, and in this desperation economy, and this is a desperation job. That's what it is, and I wouldn't do it for one more day if I didn't have to.
He was a good driver. Now, we shot that story a few days ago, and if you can believe it, Tom says things have gotten so bad for him as an Uber driver, he's actually just started working as a driver for Lyft. He's giving that company a try now. Well, anyway, Tom says last year, Uber used to take 20% of drivers' take-home paychecks. Now the company takes 25%. And Rick and Elizabeth, Tom explains that doesn't really include the fees that Uber tax on to the passengers.